I just want to say that I think this particular reading is going to be for a collective that is really magical, that's really powerful, someone that's really connected with all elements, someone who is realizing their magic, someone who's realizing their connection with where their power comes from, someone who I kind of had this vision of sun codes. So sun, I think sun is very significant. The energy of the sun is very significant. Also, I apologize in advance, like if you guys hear some this kind of sound, it's just the hot water bag. I am bleeding, so because I'm bleeding, and I think it's I was just thinking about this, but okay, if you're a part of my collective who has been watching my videos for a very long time, I have a feeling that you guys, wait, what am I saying? Cut, I'm gonna say it again. So if you're my collective who's been here with me for a very long time, I just realized that I think it's been a month since my channel started, because when I look back and I think about this, because I just got my periods, right? And I was like, huh, when was the last time I got my periods? Like, was I doing YouTube when I had my last period? Because I think no. So I think this is my first ever period while I'm recording a video on YouTube. Because I am pretty sure I did not have my periods before. Like, yeah, while I had my YouTube channel going on. Like, so I think it's only been a month. I think we've completed a month on this channel, and I'm so happy that I'm so happy that I am doing something for a month, because oftentimes if I'm not doing something for more than a month, it means it's not for me, and then I end up leaving it because I have to like go through a whole season of trying it out, and then most of the times I leave things and I don't continue it because I realize that it's not for me. So the fact that I'm still doing this and I'm still here, which means it is for me and my soul's enjoying it. So that's interesting. I do wanna still get like a confirmation if this reading is what I think it is, because I really wanted to channel the sea. I really wanted to channel sea, like basically the ocean, right? See what messages there are, because I feel like you know what I'm getting? I'm getting this message that there is this like deep awakening with this collective, like a really deep awakening, an awakening where you, like, your magical powers are being amplified. So you're either a person who's already aware of their magical powers, or you're a person who is not aware about their powers, and so this is the phase, or this is the timeline where you're being told about it. You're being made to sit, and now you're having a conversation with these elements. You're having a conversation with the world, I'm guessing, like the world. And when I say the world, I guess I'm talking about everyone in your spirit team, including the elements of the world, right? The earth, the fire, the sun, the moon, the air, the ocean, the earth, right? So you're being introduced. Wait, that is so cool. So you're being, not this deck, I'm gonna get another deck. As I like to call it, the shiny deck. You're being introduced. You know what I'm seeing? Like, I'm seeing like a initiation or orientation. You know, when you join a university and then you have the orientation day where you are introduced to the teachers and the facilities and the faculty, and then they are introduced to you, and then they get to know you and you get to know them on the first day. I'm getting this vibe almost that, especially with the ocean, or if you're not a person who's connected with the ocean, this could also find someone who's connected with any other element. It doesn't have to be ocean, okay? So it feels like as if you are being introduced to them. Your name is being known to them. They're being I'm seeing like a conference trade table. Stop. That's weird. I'm gonna take the one that's sitting right here on my tatas, literally. Oh, okay, king. Oh, that's a king of swords. Why was the king of swords with it? That sounds so weird when I say that the king of swords is literally sitting on my chest. Wait, you guys. Ah, y'all, when I said the sun and I said sun codes, did I mention sun codes? If I did not, sun codes and sun are very significant. For those of you who don't know what sun codes are, which I'm guessing that I believe that we have some baby magicians here, or baby witches, or baby wizards, or baby magical beings. When I say baby, not because you're small or you're young, you could be young in age, that doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is that you're a beginner, or you're someone, you might be seasoned, but I feel like this particular initiation for you, or this particular opening up, is new to you. You're a beginner in this level. Like, I'm saying, like, there are levels, and then if you have mastered all these levels, for you, this particular level is new. So you're new to this. So, guys, the sun card came out. Do you guys see it? Do you guys see it? The sun card. I said I spoke to you guys about the sun, and I told you guys about the sun. I spoke about the sun card. No, I mean, I spoke about the sun, and I spoke about the sun code, not sun card, sorry. Sun codes are basically information, like intuitive information, right? So sit under the sun. When you sit under the sun, and when you visualize the sunbeam is going through your root chakra. No, why did I say root chakra? This is your crown chakra. Why did I say root chakra? Okay, so when you visualize that the sun beam is entering your crown chakra, and you speak to the sun and you say that, give me the information, the codes that are required. So codes are seen as information, intuitive information, messages, downloads that you need. So also energetic shifts could also be described as sun codes. So when you request for sun codes, you're requesting the sun to give you what you need in this moment. You request the sun to give you energy that you need in this moment, in this particular phase of your life. So sun codes could be very significant. You're being charged by the sun, is what I'm getting. Like, you're being charged by the sun. You're being, like, as if you're a solar panel. You're a solar panel and you're being charged by the sun. That's interesting, you know? Oh wait, I haven't even shuffled them. Wait. I feel like victory is near for you guys. Like, victory. I heard the word like victory right when I said it. So this card, I looked at this card when I was splitting the deck, and all I heard was victory is coming. So I want to know more about that. What is this victory that we're talking about? I'm gonna get this out. And we have the devil in reverse. Guys, if you've been having a really tough time, I feel like this card is also very significant, so I'm gonna get it out, okay? Because I think this is about your intuition. So if you're having a very hard time, or if you've had a very hard time, or you've been battling between your intuition and you've been battling between your human perspective or your ego perspective that completely overrides intuition and says that, or gives a lot of benefit of doubt, and says that your intuition is probably wrong. The part of you that always waits for physical proof, the part of you that always wants to see physical proof, wants to see things to believe it, or wants to experience things in the sense, not like energetic, but experience things in the physical reality to be able to believe it. That part of you, I feel like that part of you and your intuitive side have had a battle of ships. I'm hearing like battle of ships. But what I also saw in my head was like a whole ass boxing match between you and your intuition. Not you and your intuition, you are your intuition. You are your intuition, between you and your ego. So when I say ego, I don't mean like attitude ego. When we say ego, we mean like actual human, like, what's the textbook definition of ego? Please look it up. But when we say ego, we talk about our behavior, our thinking patterns, the way a human makes their decisions. We don't talk about attitude, or we don't talk about arrogance when we say ego, okay? Oh, what's this card? Guys, I don't even know when this dropped. I have no idea when this dropped. We have 3 cards here: Justice in reverse, we have 7 of Swords in reverse, and we have Death in reverse. I think this is about your the current, not the current timeline. Maybe this is ongoing for some of you guys. So you guys are here for answers, right? So like, what's going on? Why am I feeling like that? Or why are things why are they looking so difficult for me, right? It's because you are going through an initiation of intuition. You're being reintroduced to your magical powers, or you're being reintroduced, or you're being, if you are seasoned, I think you're being reintroduced to a new timeline where everything looks different, the way you play out with your intuition. Stop. There's a card that I just noticed. It's like, it's there. It's right there. It's in the corner, and something's in my eye. What is that? Why do I have dust in my eye? Which kind of makes sense with this 2 of Swords, right? That you are having trouble seeing things clearly right now. Or you've had trouble seeing things clearly in the past week, a month. Especially with the retrograde, and especially with the moon, the full moon. I think things have been a little difficult, a little dicey, but I'm gonna get this. It was right over there in the corner. Like, I didn't even know when it was, when did it drop? 9 of Swords in reverse. I think the amount of pressure, or the amount of, yeah, I think pressure is the right way to describe it. I'm seeing like the hydraulic pressure, you know, the one that you see in videos, like they be crushing everything. They be crushing a watermelon, they would be crushing some pearls, they would be crushing marbles, you know, the hydraulic pressure. I'm talking about that. And you are the diamond, so you're the diamond under a hydraulic pressure, is what I'm getting. I think, wait a minute. Okay. This is, I want to talk about this like in the most basic terms as I can. Your mind is having its own upgrade. Your mind, like you, the way you think, the way you receive messages, the way you receive your downloads are probably changing at this moment. You might be rediscovering, I keep saying rediscovering, not discovering. And maybe the fact that I say rediscovering is because, which I feel like for you, it feels like you have never experienced this before. But the fact that I keep saying rediscovering, it feels like you have been someone so magical, or everything that you're discovering right now, you have done this in your past life. Like you have been practicing this in all your lives before this, and all that's happening is that you are rediscovering it for the first time again in this lifetime. So because I found it really weird, because the energy was that this is something new, right? This is something new. You haven't experienced this before, but I keep getting the words like reintroduced. I keep getting words like rediscover. So why rediscover and why reintroduce? Because your soul is probably, not probably, it is someone, your soul is something that is connected. Your soul is something, I'm seeing the galaxy, I'm seeing stars, I'm seeing ocean, I'm seeing the earth, I'm seeing fire, air, everything. Your soul knows them and they know you even before you were born on this earth, okay? This is just a plane, it's a dimension. Earth is just another dimension. Your soul has been acquainted. Stop, you know what I'm getting? It's gonna sound a little sci-fi, okay? It's gonna sound a little cuckoo. It's gonna sound a little sci-fi. when I say introduced, why are you being introduced to the ocean, the earth, um, all of this, right? Basically. And the reason why I saw galaxies and stars. So your soul has not just been on earth, okay? There are many worlds that we're not aware of. We might be aware of, but there are dimensions that we're not aware of, okay? We are aware of the planets. We're aware that there are so many solar systems. We're aware of the star systems, but we're not aware of what lives there, right? And forget that, but there are dimensions that we're not aware of. We haven't experienced them, but they exist. Now, your soul has taken birth amongst the stars. Your soul has taken birth and lived life amongst the stars on those different star systems, in those different solar systems, right? So your soul is seasoned and acquainted with the stars, the galaxies. You might have had a few births on this earth before, but what I'm getting is that right now, you and Earth, you and the solar system, everything that encompasses our I want to say the word dunya, but it just means world basically. Dunya is just a Hindi Urdu word to describe the world, right? And I heard it in Hindi, like dunya, which is a very beautiful word. I find really pretty because it's used to describe, it's an umbrella term for all other words like reality, dimensions. So if you want to describe realities, dimensions, blah 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 blah, you use just one word, and that's dunya. So I heard that. So you are being introduced, reintroduced also, and your relationship with the earth, your relationship with the solar system, your relationship with the sun, the moon, with this moon of this particular dimension, which is the earth, this plane, which is the earth, is getting deeper. The same way your relationship in the past lives has gotten deeper with the rest of the elements from different solar planets or different solar systems. So you're well acquainted with that. So you know what? When I say this, are we realizing how powerful your soul is? Like, are we realizing how powerful your soul is? Because what do you mean that your soul is so powerful, that your soul is experienced and has is like connected to the realms and to the elements of those realms? Like, see, if earth is made up of wind, fire, air, water, and soil, right? So what about the other realms? What are they made up of? What are their elements? They might have different elements, right? So you're well acquainted with those elements. You are acquainted with this element, but you're getting deeper. You're getting much deeper. You're getting so deep that I feel like I'm seeing like you're a tree, like your energetic body is a tree, and like you and earth are besties, and your roots are like gripping earth, okay? That's how strong you're getting. Which is why things might have been a little wobbly. You might have had trouble with trusting your intuition or trusting people around you. You might have had major, I heard consequences. You might have had like major consequences. What does that mean? Like, you might have had like major confusions with the people around you. You might have had major confusions about things that were happening to you, almost like triggers or situations where you're being asked to dive in a little more deeper and trust your inner knowing, trust what your soul tells you at this time. Oh wow, I'm having a cramp. Having a cramp mid recording is a whole new mood that I'm never gonna forget. I forgot what I was telling you guys because of the cramp. Wait, let me just get done with this cramp, let this go away, and then I can, I guess, tell you guys what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Wait, I was talking about, Yeah. So like the confusions that you felt, the problems that you faced in the recent few days, or the past few days, the past few weeks, where you were asked to trust a little more deeper, a little more confidently. So if you remember the video that I made, if you're called to it, go watch that video. It's called The Frequency of a Rose. And I spoke in that video saying that you're gonna be given truths. Okay, you're gonna be given truths that you're supposed to take up confidently. You're supposed to accept them with a crown on your head, like, yeah, I deserve to be told about this, and I deserve to accept this because this is me, and I accept it because this is who I am, right? So to confidently take up this truth. So I feel like in the past few days or past few weeks, you've been asked to confidently own up your intuition, confidently own up the truth that you live, confidently own up your knowing, the knowing that tells you each step what is right, what's wrong. And I think in situations, any situation, our human ego is always the quickest to tell us what's the right thing to do, or to tell us what the situation is, which is normal. Okay, it's normal, it's completely fine because that's us, that's we're human, right? But I think the skill that you were being asked to develop, or the skill that you were being made to develop, or the habit that you were being asked to, I'm seeing like, I saw like a water, like a lake, and which has like steps. So this is a lake, there are steps, and I saw feet, like feet going deep into the water. So you're being asked to take steps one step at a time and go a little more deeper into the habit of trusting your intuition and checking with your intuition before you completely or wholly believe your ego, your mind, okay, to assess any situation. And I think you've been having training regarding this. I feel like you've had this training regarding this quite recently, because I get this vibe that the universe really did not leave you in one table unturned to kind of almost like, it felt like torture, I would say. They weren't torturing you, they were literally helping you. But yeah, they didn't leave one table unturned to shake you, literally shake you to the point where you ask, what's going on? Why is this happening to me? So that was your answer. I'm just gonna do a last shuffle just to the last shuffle I feel like should be from this deck, Ocean, because I think the Ocean has a lot of messages that they would like to share with you. They do want to talk. I feel like Ocean has water keeps coming in, so I think you're either someone who's extremely connected to the sea, to the ocean, to water. So this is gonna be for you, especially if you are connected to the water. So this is for you, the video. Yeah, look. Look. Sea Witch's Lair. When I tell you you are connected and you've had past lives with earth, with the sea, you've lived in realms where you were connected with the ocean, with the water, it's true, dude. Because look, Sea Witch's Lair. Okay? It says, confront the shadows within and let the alchemy of your soul transform darkness into light. Okay? I'm not going to explain each card. I'm just going to just listen to it. Let your intuition tell you what this is about. Okay? Because, no, this is not a test. I'm literally asking you to trust your discernment right now. Another shuffle. And another last shuffle. Oops, stop. These cards are really slipping out of my hands today. For what reason, I wouldn't know. Okay. These are so pretty. I love them. Oh, you know those, what are they called? You know what's significant? Seahorses. What are those triangle looking sea creatures? The ones that look like an airplane? Stingrays. Okay, stingrays. So yeah, stingrays are very significant. Stingrays, whales. I think whale. You might feel really attracted, connected to the whale, to whales, to the frequency of a whale, to dolphins, to sirens, to mermaids. Oh wow, that's a lot of them. Let's see what they have. I said siren, didn't I? Didn't I just say siren? I said siren. Are you kidding me? Siren. You guys? Follow the call of your heart and let its melody guide you to your true purpose. Siren. You're giving siren energy. I love the siren's energy because I kind of relate to it because I myself always feel like I give off personally within, I feel like I feel connected to that energy. So I think that is getting deeper and deeper. Koi fish realm. They're cute. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, fish is actually significant. So what kind of fish? I don't know, but fish, yes. Release the need to control and instead surrender to the divine flow of life, trusting that all is unfolding exactly as it should. Okay, this is so significant because I think with trusting your intuition, a part of you that is shedding or that's being asked to let go of. I'm seeing Seven of Swords in my head. Or is it Six of... I think it's Six of Swords in my head. The one where the guy's on a raft and he's leaving with his family. I think it is the Six of Swords, or maybe it's Eight of Swords. I'm not sure, okay? So what you're being asked to let go, what comes with this parcel, is that the act of surrender. The act of surrender. When you trust your intuition, you know you're trusting it blindly. You know that, fine, if you trust your intuition, it means you're not going to have an answer to the actual theme of the story, or you're not going to have the actual path laid out in front of you. Truthfully, to be fair with you, even if you follow your mind and you use your mind, you use your brain power to strategizing is a way of controlling, okay? To strategize, to plan ahead, the path is not going to be laid out in front of you anyhow, right? So you have this choice of leaving that behavior, leaving that habit away and surrendering to lose control in the right hands. I know losing control may be something that you're afraid of. But when you lose your control in the right hands, in God's hands, you are doing the right thing. There is nothing to worry about. And that is a difficult thing to convince to your body, to your ego, your human ego. But that's exactly why you're being given this time period, why you're being given this experience. So that surrendering or leaving control and surrendering to God, giving your control to God can become much easier. God, source, universe, however you want to describe that power, the highest power, okay? There is no right, there is no wrong way to call upon them. So, surrender is very important. The choice is, do you decide to surrender you don't decide to surrender. What am I saying? What I actually wanted to say was, this is a choice. Do you decide to walk or to let the path ahead of you be revealed through control, through painful control? Because this control is going to be very painful for you if you keep letting it happen, if you keep doing it. It's going to get painful. So, do you want to actually let that control create a painful environment for you so that every time a new path is laid out in front of you, you are in pain? You're not exactly walking the path with ease, you're in pain. And because you're in pain, you're going to ignore all these beautiful, magical experiences that the highest power is bestowing upon you. The choice is there. The choice is, do you wish to trust your intuition and still be blind, or do you wish to control and be blind? Because you're going to be blind either way. You're going to be feeling blind either way, okay? So the right answer, if you're guessing, is to trust your intuition. And we have another Siren's card. It's a Siren's Serenade. Embrace the rhythm of life and let your movements flow with the currents of change. See, this is again speaking about... This is again speaking about surrender. This is again speaking about going with the flow. And I think the more you go with the flow, the more you accept where you are and the way things are looking. You're like, fine, I cannot control this. You actually cannot control things, right? In your life right now. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You cannot control your situation right now. So the best you can do is to accept the fact that you cannot control it. And trust what your intuition is telling you. If your intuition is telling you that yes, things are gonna be fine, you're getting downloads, you're getting messages, you're getting signs, and you're getting synchronicities from the universe telling you that, confirmation burp, telling you that this is gonna happen. And then, my love, you have to trust that. That is the only way forwards right now. From here, that's the only way forwards. Because doing so is not just helping you live your life with more ease. Because life is not about your goals. Life is not about the end goal. Life is not about the goals that you must achieve, the destinations that you must reach. Life is about the everyday. And if your everyday is not with ease, is not being spent with ease, I don't know what you're doing. Then you have some stuff to change. That's all, I guess. Wait, is this another card? Oh, I almost missed this. Embrace the mysteries of the cosmos and let the vastness of the universe inspire your soul. Embrace the mysteries of the cosmos and let the vastness of the universe inspire your soul. This kind of reminds me of the galaxies that I just spoke about. There are beautiful things happening around you. There are beautiful things happening within your body, within your energetic chemistry right now. Energetic chemistry is a very cool word, honestly. I'm gonna put this in my personal dictionary. Energetic chemistry. How cool is that? There are some beautiful and magical things happening to you right now in your life, within your own body, energetic or physical. And you must pay attention. You must embrace, you must enjoy those moments instead of always trying to control an outcome, instead of always trying to control the way things go, the way things flow. This time, I think Earth wants to carry you and the water wants to take you upstream, downstream, whatever stream. You just have to flow with them. That's it. Just flow with them. That's all you have to do. I guess this is it. I will see you guys in the next video, and I just want to inform you guys that I may not be regularly posting this month because of some personal reasons, and I will try, but then this month I don't think that I'll be able to do it so often. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys, I will be back next month. This month it's gonna be a little on and off, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a womb, pray on your womb. Okay, if you have a womb, pray on it. Ask for blessings in for the womb, for the wombs in your family, for the wombs in your ancestry, uh, for the wombs of your future generation, and for the wombs of the women that you, uh, cis women, or who are around you. Did I even use the terms right? I'm sorry. Forgive me. Sometimes I don't know if I'm using these terms even like rightfully. But yeah, doesn't matter what gender you are, pray upon your root chakra, because I do remember that the root chakra came up in the beginning of this video. Whether you're man, woman, they, them, doesn't matter who you are, okay? Everyone has a root chakra. And especially if you have a womb, then do this. Pray on it. If you're a man, if you're, doesn't matter what gender you are, you might be non-binary, doesn't matter. You have a root chakra, pray on it. Pray on your root chakra. Ask for safety, ask for healing, ask for protection. And I think I'm gonna leave now, because now I think I'm getting cramps that don't wanna stop. Okay, bye.